Oh man, I really don't understand people these days. I really don't. I really don't. And I'm not even trying at this point. I'm not even trying to understand anybody. But I'm just gonna read this and just whatever. I've been reading some of the comments and people who've been leaving the comments regarding my video on the PS5 Pro, and clearly where I stated PS5 Pro is just an option, right? All right. Are we all paying attention? Okay. Okay. Drop what you're doing. All right. Drop what you're doing right now. All right. Focus. Turn up the volume. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay. Are you doing that? Good. All right. Good. PlayStation 5 Pro. It's an option. Part of the PS5 family. PS5 family has many different variations. PS5 digital, which is the cheapest, you can get it for 400. I'm sure you'll be able to get it for 350. Or if you go somewhere else, you might get it even cheaper. You might get it for 300. Pretty cheap price for an amazing console that offers a lot of variety of exclusives and many different types of games. Okay? And many other features you can do on that console. That's a pretty good deal. If I was some guy who just started into video gaming and somebody said to me, "Hey, you can buy a PS5 digital for 300." Yo, I would be very happy geezer. I would be a very happy bozo. Okay. So, that's a pretty good deal. And then you have a PS5 Slim, which is 500. So you have a physical media in there. Okay, so you can watch Blu-ray movies. It has to be a little bit more expensive. So it's 500. And I'm sure if you look around, you might be able to find it somewhere out there. The original PS5 physical media, you might be able to get it for 450 somewhere out there. Okay, in the wild, especially now with the release of PS5 Pro. So 300, 400, 450, close to 500, 500. And then you have PS5 Pro, 699, 700. But why? Why 700? Because it has a more expensive components put inside. It has a much faster CPU. It has a much faster GPU. It has the new technology, which some people are calling a pisser, all right? PSSSR, okay, which is the PlayStation Scaling Resolution Technology, okay? Conducted with the artificial intelligence to keep the certain scaled resolution without sacrificing the graphics quality. All right, so you have that. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about an option. We're not talking about that PS5 Pro, it's a mandatory, like you have to have it. And I'll read some of these comments, but some of these comments are making it out to be, oh, this is the beginning of the end of the console, blah, 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 as if they don't have a choice. I just told you, you have a choice. You don't have to purchase PS5 Pro. You can buy a PS5 digital and you'll be a happy geezer. You'll be a happy bozo, okay? But no, we have to go back to PC again. Like, here we go. We have to compare console to a PC, which is absurd. And here we go. For how many millions of times do I have to debunk that? For how many millions of times do I have to tell people that you shouldn't be comparing console to a PC? And again, I have to go ahead and repeat myself millions of times to explain to people why you cannot compare a console to a PC. And fine, I'll go through that crap again and explain it to you. All right, because you guys seems to be so ignorant. Either you ignorant or you just don't. You just want to hear what you want to hear. You want to believe what you want to believe, but you don't want to believe the facts. You want to ignore the facts, and you just want to believe what you want to believe. All right, so let's read some of these comments. All right, let's first start with this guy, Kuba Booba 548. If this trend continues, I'll be making the switch to PC. The cost of the PS5 Pro, it's much closer to an entry-level PC when consoles used to a cost around the same mid-range GPU. Oh, already there's so much wrong with this comment, but I'll get to it. If Sony and Microsoft continue to chase 4K 60, we'll be spending more because to reach those targets requires more power, which equals more money. The real next-gen consoles is the Series S, if only games on that console were native 1080p instead of targeting upscale to 4K. 4K 60 is too much money, and I think the PS5 Pro is the beginning of the end for consoles. Also, Sony and Microsoft are bringing their games over to PC, and the PC offers more value at the cost of the PS5 Pro. Alright, I can clearly see that this guy is a PC master race, and he's just trying to find some validation to validate the PC. And first thing first, there's so much wrong with this comment, and I already have left a reply for him, which you guys can read it over here. All right, the first thing that's wrong with this comment is, dude, you are comparing watermelons to apples. You are comparing consoles to a PC. Why are you doing that? Why are you comparing consoles to a PC? First of all, the entry-level GPU, and we're talking like a basic GPU from NVIDIA, is going to cost you around $500. And that's like a 4 gigabyte, not even 8 gigabyte, like 4 gigabyte, right? Like let's say 3050 Ti 4 gigabyte. Or if you want to get a 3060 Ti 8 gigabyte, you're looking at like roughly $600. And you're going to be losing all the features necessary to reach fidelity of 4K 60. So right there, you're paying what the console costs, what the PS5 cost, actually less than PS5. If you look at the PS5 digital, it's only $400. All right, so you're already paying entry level $500 for a price of the console. That's a GPU, $500. Not to mention the motherboard, not to mention the CPU, not to mention the power supply, not to mention that you have to buy a Windows 11, not to mention that you have to buy a monitor, not to mention that you have to buy a memory RAM, not to mention that you have to have some kind of a cooling built into it, whether it's the air cooling or thermal take cooling or liquid cooling or what have you. Not to mention that you have to buy a case for a PC. And you're looking at $1,600 easily. You're looking at $1,600 easily. So are you trying to tell me that the PC has more value and you're paying more versus a console? And you're making it sound as if a PS5 Pro, it's a necessity, like you have no choice. Didn't you just hear what I said earlier of this video? PS5 Pro, it's an option, and I will again leave a title of this video. PS5 Pro, it's an option. PS5 Pro, it's not, oh, you have to have it. You, my friend, Kubabuba 548, you are making it sound as if PS5 Pro, it's the only choice. You're making it sound as if there's nothing else. You're making it sound as if Series X is the only choice and there's no Series S. You're making it sound as if I can only play PlayStation 5 games on PS5 Pro. There's a PS5 digital. You can get it for $300. I'm pretty sure right now you can find it for $300 used. So spare me this nonsense, my guy. All right? And I left him a reply over here. And I told him PC GPU costs more than a Pro. Just saying, an entry-level GPU plus all of the other components will cost you more than a Pro. And you still you will still not, and still you will not achieve 4K 60 in steady frame rate without using DLSS. PS5 Pro is fairly cheap in comparison to a PC. I know this because I have PCs, I have built them, but that's just my 2 cents. Also keep in mind, PS5 Pro is just an option. You make it sound as if end of the consoles, as if people have no other choice than PS5 Pro. Just saying, dude. And it's true. He's making it sound as if, oh, it's the end of the consoles, as if there is no choice, as if, oh, you have to buy a PS5 Pro, like there's no any other choice. Like, spare me the BS, my guy. Spare me the BS, dude. Oh, not to mention that you're comparing consoles to a PC, which is totally outrageous. Consoles are there for a reason, to give you a more user-friendly option to play video games at home, so you don't have to fiddle with the settings and all this other crap. It's there for a reason. It's cheaper. Now, PS5 Pro, it's an option for those who want higher fidelity, for those who want a better, clearer picture on their televisions. Did you not listen what Mark Cerny said? Or did you guys fall asleep throughout the entire presentation? I like this comment. This guy, Scott X3, I like his comment. He says, you can just tell most of the people saying they aren't buying aren't very educated on what the Pro is going to do for gaming. If we had internet in the Stone Age, I'm fairly certain we'd still be painting pictures on the walls and rubbing sticks together to start fires. Oh, well said, Scott Free. And I said, very true. People nowadays only hear what they want to hear, even though Mark Cerny clearly explained the benefits of the Pro and obvious reasons why it's more expensive. Oh my God. PlayStation Pro day one. Amen. And this guy also says, I'll be buying one, but I'm not in a rush like I was with the PS5. The upgrade from PS5 4 Pro to PS5 was significant due to the inclusion of an SSD. It's a big quality of life improvement. Supply issues should be resolved quickly. There isn't a chip shortage, and they won't have the same manufacturing issues with the PS5 Pro. It will be hard to not to, bro. Palfi, I disagree. Look at, yo. Even though I left the reply, but Palfi 18. Have you looked at PlayStation Portal? It's not that difficult to design, right? Fairly easy to design. Split two controllers and a screen, that's it. It's just a screen with two controllers. It was a remote player, and it was hard to find for 8 months. It wasn't until recently, a couple of months ago, I was able to get one. Used. Not brand new, but used. It's sold out. It's been sold out for 8 months. For 8 months. Same thing with a PlayStation VR 2 PC adapter. It's just a PC adapter. A couple of transistors and an HDMI, display port and the USB-C port with a couple of transistors and maybe a chip. Fairly easy to design, manufacture. An adapter, $60 adapter. Still sold out. Still sold out. And you trying to tell me that PS5 Pro will be steadily available? Keep on dreaming, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy, but I disagree. Keep on dreaming. You can come back to this video. Palfi 18, you can come back to this video on November 7th, and you let me know if it's available or if you can buy a PS5 Pro. Come on, man. Come on, dude. And he's also making it sound as if PS5 Pro, it's, something you have to have. And I told him, listen, PS5 Pro, it's an option. And I think it's a good thing, especially for those who feel they need a higher fidelity switch from 1080p, upscale to 4K or 1440p to a higher fidelity. PS5 Pro, it's an option, my guy. These comments are really, dude. Some of these comments are just telling me one thing: either A, people are ignorant, or they just don't understand economics, or they just don't understand the fluctuations between the cost of making something to give you a better fidelity. And I like this comment. 313 Gaming. Bruh, no one's spending 3 to 5,000. Hold on, let me hit a like. That's a good comment. Bruh, no one's spending 3 to 5K, 3 to 5 G's on a graphics card is gonna tell me buying a 700 console it's stupid. Hating is a trend. That's the best comment. Thank you. Three one third gaming. 313 gaming. Thank you, man. I got a reply. Well said, bro. Well said.